Hey guys! So yesterday I finally picked up some new books, so I figured I'd do a little haul video, and at the end I'm going to do a quick review of Lois Lane, the one-shot that came out last week, I think. I really wanted to pick this up because I really like one-shots. I consider them little baby trades, and also I was just really interested in the story since it's all about Lois Lane. Superman appears once and he doesn't have any lines, so this is completely about her and her past, but I'll talk about this later. First I'll show you guys what I actually got. So, I picked up 4 trades, and they're all DC except for this one. I got B.P.R.D, Soul of Venice and Other Stories, which is the second volume in the B.P.R.D line series. If you watched my last video, I reviewed the first one and I really enjoyed it, so I figured I couldn't go wrong with the second one. And also it's another collection of short stories, which I love. I'm a sucker for vignettes. So yeah, I picked this up. And also on the back it says that there's a story about an imprisoned sewer goddess, and that just sounded really intriguing, so I got that. And then second, I got Batman, Time in the Batman, which I think comes after Batman R.I.P., which I have. I haven't read it recently. I'm probably going to have to reread it before I read this one again. But I wanted to see what happens, and it's by Grant Morrison, so I'm hoping it's not terrible, but I quickly looked up reviews online, which I usually do just to try to narrow down my choices, and it didn't get the best reviews, but I figured I'd try it anyways because it's Grant Morrison, so we'll see how it goes. Third, I got Catwoman When in Rome, which I was super excited to pick up because it's by the same team who did Long Halloween and Superman for All Seasons. Both books I really enjoyed. I just like the general style and art of those books, and also the stories were really well written. And also I just really enjoyed this cover because it reminds me of Pan, so I wanted to pick this up. And then last, I got Constantine, which, okay, I know there's not... Okay, first of all, there weren't any really good reviews on this, and I know a lot of people didn't enjoy it. Mainly because Hellblazer was so awesome, so this was just sort of lacking, I suppose, but I had to try it out. It has dark magic and Constantine, both things I really like, so I'm going to try it out. Hopefully it's not as terrible as what people say. Hopefully I'm not influenced by Hellblazer, but we'll see how it goes. I'll let you guys know after if you were wondering about this book. And yeah, so those were the 4 books I got. And then I also picked up Lois Lane, like I said earlier. When I went to the comic book shop, I had a list of issues that I wanted. I really wanted Afterlife with Archie, issues 2 to 4. And I wanted Rat Queens, I wanted Black Science, I wanted Son of Batman, all old books that I just really want to pick up. But he had nothing. It was really disappointing. The only thing he had on my list was Lois Lane. Yeah, it sucked. But this book was really good, in my opinion. It's just a short story, obviously, and it's about Lois Lane and her sister Lucy, who comes to her for help after Lucy's roommate Amanda is kidnapped by a cartel. So it involves drugs and morphing and a whole bunch of crazy twists, but I think the really great thing about the story was Lois Lane herself. It really showed what kind of resourceful and clever character she is. You definitely can see the reporter in her, and also just her relationship with her sister, which it was something I could relate to because from the start she knows that what she's diving into is not good, that everything just didn't add up and it just seemed like a black hole, but she's going through it just because she loves her sister. So I could relate to this book because I would do anything for my sister, but I mean, there's a lot of crazy things going on. I would still go through it. So yeah, if you have siblings, I think you could definitely relate to her, and it just showed what an awesome character she is. She didn't have Superman's help at all. She didn't have anyone's help, actually. The only person who sort of helped her was Jimmy, and he gave her a camera at one point, and it shows their relationship too, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, overall this is an awesome book in my opinion, especially just for a little one-shot. It just really makes her shine. You see how awesome of a character she is. And yeah, So if you were wondering about getting this book, I say you should go for it. I don't think you can go wrong with this unless you're diving into it really hating her, or you just really dislike Superman. Somehow it goes over to her. I don't know. I think you should try it. I think it's worth a read. And yeah, the art was interesting. It fluctuated between two different styles. When it showed Lois and her family in the past, it was a different artist, and when it showed her in the present, it was a different one. They weren't bad or anything. I thought they were okay. I preferred the artist who did the modern day storyline, but both were good. Everything, just showing her past, I think was really interesting too. You see how she developed into such a hardcore reporter and what she had to go through to get to that point. So yes, I think you should pick this up if you haven't or if you're doubting it. Just a really awesome read. I finished it really quickly though, which is sad. I hate finishing books really fast, but I'm probably going to reread it later just to make sure I didn't miss anything. And yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching. Here are my books again in case you were wondering. Yeah, that's going to be it. Talk to you guys later. Bye!